Good morning, San Antonio starts right
this here, all the debris hitting
And I was
the house.
afraid that tree was going to fall on us.
This morning on Good Morning San Antonio, deadly storms, including tornadoes in at least 8 states, have carved a huge path of destruction across the central and southern parts of the U.S.
Back here at home, a wrong-way driver crashing into a San Antonio police car overnight on the city's northeast side. A look at the charges for the driver after the 4-car pileup.
And taking a live look this morning on your Sunday here at CityCam. Things looking kind of nice out there, feeling kind of cool and crisp. Justin is standing right by to give us the very latest on Sunday's forecast.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We're very excited to be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Filling in for Max again, day 2 for me. So Max is hanging out the Bay Area, and Sarah Costa is checking out Taylor Swift today.
Swiftie. All right, I love it.
So,
I'm all about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So she's going to be swifting it up with Taylor Swift.
Lots of tears, I think, because it's just so beautiful. I've been to her concert before. It's so fun.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know.
So we have a veteran Taylor Swift concert here.
Okay, yeah. I do listen to her every day. Okay. So This morning, you're saying it's Sunday Fun Day, but it's very humid out there this morning.
Yeah.
It is. It was cool and crisp earlier, and then the humidity surged back in. And this is going to make a big difference today. It's going to feel stickier. Yesterday was really pretty nice. It was warm, but it was nice. We're going to have warm temperatures again today, plus some humidity. We've got some light drizzle out there. This looks like there's a lot on the radar. There really is. And we've got some very, very light stuff. If we're going to see anything this morning. So there could be a passing shower too. Really not a big deal. Here's a look at some of the weather headlines as we go forward in time here. And what we're thinking is that the humidity surges back in a big way today. What about some record heat? Possible as we get into Tuesday. And finally some good rain in the forecast. We're going to show you that here in a little bit. It's very encouraging. 68 right now, some light drizzle being reported. That dew point has jumped all the way up to 61 after being in the 40s just a little bit earlier this morning. There's the warm front, so it's through San Antonio. Humidity is surging back in. And as we head into the afternoon, there will be some storms potentially to our north, but I think things stay pretty quiet here. Just a 10% chance of rain. 79 by noontime, and we top out close to 87 later today. Again, we're going to talk more about those good rain chances. That's the exciting part of the forecast, and we'll have that here in just a little bit, guys.
Thank you very much, Justin. New this morning, the frontage road of 1604 near Lark Hill Selma Road was shut down because of vehicle fire. San Antonio police say it happened just before 10:30 last night. A driver lost control of his truck and slammed into a concrete wall. The truck caught on fire and it spread fast. However, the driver was able to escape the flames and ran off. The truck was completely destroyed, but no injuries were reported. And topping your morning headlines, over 20 people are dead after severe storms spawned more than 30 tornadoes across the U.S.
As ABC's Derek Dennis reports, the governor of Arkansas is declaring a state of emergency after storms destroyed parts of Little Rock.
A fierce weather system spawning a deadly tornado outbreak across 9 states from Friday to Saturday. The National Weather Service says it was an EF3 tornado with up to 165 mile-per-hour winds that hit Little Rock, Arkansas. The damage in the small town of Wynn extensive. 4 people lost their lives. Donnie and Susan Johnston made it out okay, taking cover in their bathroom.
You can just hear, all the debris hitting
And I was
the house.
afraid that tree was going to fall on us.
In Tennessee, Nell has lived in her home for 65 years. She also sheltered in her bathroom. Her daughter says if she had stayed in her bed, she likely would not have survived.
And the house just lifted. It felt like it was going to tear apart.
More homes and businesses destroyed in Sullivan, Indiana. The mayor there says it looks like a war zone.
Talking to the residents down there, I was able to walk the neighborhoods a while ago, and it's devastating, right? And just see mass devastation.
Luke Nissen and Joe Seek were among more than 250 people packed in a theater for a concert in the town of Belvedere, Illinois. About an hour west of Chicago, the roof caved in during the storm Friday night.
It just was pitch black for a second, a big giant boom, and you just smell the dust and everything in the air.
They, along with dozens more, jumped in to help those who were trapped.
It's just a pile of wood, nails sticking out. What do? But you hear these people screaming underneath.
50-year-old Frederick Forrest Livingston Jr. was killed in the collapse. In Delaware, state police confirmed one person died Saturday during the storms. A confirmed tornado there. This video captured in Bridgeville. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
In some other headlines, former President Donald Trump is expected to travel to New York tomorrow ahead of an expected court appearance on Tuesday. ABC News reports he's facing around 24 charges, including felonies. The indictment by a Manhattan grand jury stems from an alleged $130,000 hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. The district attorney also reportedly digging into a $150,000 payment to Playboy model Karen McDougal, who claims that she was paid off prior to that same election to cover up an alleged affair. The former president is denying both affairs ever happened.
Proceed to see a judge at some point, plead not guilty, start talking about filing motions, which we will do immediately and very aggressively.
And security is also ramping up ahead of the court proceedings in New York City. The New York Police Department has added some extra protection around the courthouse.
Time now 6:06, 68 degrees outside.
All right, still ahead, the Valera Open wraps up later today, and we've got the very latest on that leaderboard as we move into the final round.
And after the break, the Spurs' big three are officially in the Basketball Hall of Fame. What Tony Parker is saying about his induction in just moments.
All right, as Justin just mentioned, we got some of that humidity here in the air. Maybe some people seeing a little bit of drizzle out there on your Sunday morning. We will check in with him for the very latest on your weekend forecast. All right, here we go. This morning, all three core members of the Spurs championship runs are now going to be in the Hall of Fame. Tony Parker, the last one to join here, along with head coach Greg Popovich. They are part of the class of 2023. And in many ways, this year's class represents the Spurs dynasty. Pau Gasol spent some time with the Spurs, so did Becky Hammon. You see her right there. Dirk Nowitzki led some epic battles against San Antonio with the Dallas Mavericks, and so did Dwayne Wade with the Miami Heat. But there's one word that defines Spurs basketball in the Greg Popovich era. That would be teamwork. Tony Parker knows he didn't get to the Hall of Fame alone.
I was very blessed to play in great teams with the Spurs, obviously, with the national team. We won a lot of stuff, and I think is the main reason I'm here today. I think kids of today, they should always remember that we're a team sport, and we should play together. And the way we played basketball with the Spurs, it was always like good to great, always trying to find the open guy and play together and care for each other.
All right, we missed those Spurs team. The classes of 2023 will get their jackets on August 11th in Connecticut before holding the enshrinement ceremony the next day in Springfield, Massachusetts. All right, let's take a look at the Final Four here real quick. San Diego State defeated Florida Atlantic. Tough loss here for the Owls, 72-71 thanks to a buzzer beater, while UConn knocked off Miami 72-59. So it'll be the Aztecs versus the Huskies in the national championship game tomorrow night.
What happened, Florida?
I know, you're Florida. You had Miami there, Florida Atlantic. Oh, man.
Well, they did good.
It could have been an all-Florida final.
Right.
Could have been. Should have been.
Man, the Owls. That was rough to watch.
They live in Boca Raton, so nice. I've never been.
Yeah. Just go to the beach today. It'll be fine. It'll be all good. We are feeling very coastal-like today with the humidity starting to come back in. The question is, will that lead to some rain? And down the line, eventually we are going to get some good rain chances. We're excited about that. Let's first start outside. We've got cloudy skies and 68 degrees. Dew point is at 61. A little bit of drizzle coming down too in spots. Nothing that's going to be very heavy. And we haven't really noticed a lot of showers on the radar, but it's possible you can see a sprinkle or two. East southeasterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. Here's the forecast site today. We're thinking 87 here in town. It's going to be a warm afternoon. Some places will be up near 90. Somerset, Castroville, Devine. With the clouds scattering out, we should see some sun too. But the difference between today and yesterday, which we were at 87 yesterday, is the humidity. It's going to feel a little bit warmer than that because dew points are going to jump up. Right now we've got dew points in the 60s as we showed you, and that's where they stay all day long. and you'll feel the stickiness in the air. Here's a look at the live radar. We're seeing maybe some very light returns coming through San Antonio, but again, nothing that jumps off the page here. If we're going to see anything, it's all going to be very light. There could be some patchy fog in spots too, although we haven't seen a lot of that just yet. Here's a look at the dew points, and these numbers have been jumping up by the hour. We've got dew points in the 60s now here in Bexar County, and that moisture is quickly lifting north with a warm front. And this warm front is going to be problematic today for North Texas as it makes it up there. It's going to contribute to some chances for showers and storms. So let's look at the forecast. And as that humidity surges north, yeah, there could be a few spotty showers here and there. This is around 10 a.m. this morning, even through the noon hour. I think we could see a few of those very light showers. But as we head towards the afternoon, storms erupt over North Texas. This is 5 p.m. We've got the warm front, a dry line comes into play, and right around Dallas-Fort Worth, I think that's going to kind of be the epicenter of severe weather this afternoon. But as far south as Waco, maybe even Austin, there could be some stronger storms. And here's what the Storm Prediction Center is thinking. Where you see this darker red color, that's where the risk for severe weather is at its highest. On a scale of 1 to 5, about a 3. So this could be fairly significant up there in the Metroplex. Notice that the risk for severe weather does extend all the way down to Austin, and in fact, a chance for an isolated strong storm can't be ruled out from Blanco down to Canyon Lake, Bernie, and San Marcos. But I think all of this stays north of San Antonio later today. So let's go long term now. We don't get much rain today, probably not much Monday or Tuesday. There could be a stray storm or two, but I'm really not looking for anything. It's not until we get into Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning at 4 a.m. That's when a front comes through. Along that front, we could see some showers and storms. Still a low chance, 20%. But it's what happens behind the front that is encouraging. So the front moves through. We're in the cooler air. Then we start to see some overrunning. And our rain chances increase quite a bit as we get into Thursday afternoon. So a 60% chance of rain late on Thursday. And I think Friday may be our best day. A 60% chance of just a good, steady rain, maybe some downpours, maybe some thunderstorms mixed in here. But I would say this is probably the best opportunity for some good rainfall totals that we've seen in a long time. And that may even leak over into Saturday too. So here's what we're thinking right now. Monday and Tuesday, just a 10% chance, 20% chance Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's the time frame when our chances go up significantly. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that it's just rain, good rain, and that would really help the drought situation around here. 70 at 9 a.m. today, 72 at 10 a.m. We'll be up around 79 noontime. Clouds will eventually clear out, and we'll make our way up to 87 as we showed you. We'll call it mostly cloudy, and I'll leave in a 10% chance of rain just in case one of those showers does pass by. At 92 Monday, 93 on Tuesday. By the way, the record on Tuesday is 93, so we're going to be right there in record territory, but that front changes things. Small chance of storms with the front. Cooler on Wednesday, and look at the highs on Thursday and Friday. Low 60s, scattered rain, and cloudy.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't like that 93. Feels.
I enjoy the warm weather, but
okay.
The rain is a good thing.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, we definitely need that. I got a little bit of sun yesterday. So
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Minus the humidity, because that's like.
Yeah.
We're
not going to lose that.
All right, thanks, Justin. Time now, 6:16, 68 degrees.
All right, taking a look outside at TransGuide. Things looking pretty good out there. I-10, the Dominion Drive out there on the northwest side. Traffic moving along smoothly as people get in and around San Antonio on your Sunday morning.
And let's take a look at your lotto numbers. Your pick 3, 117, Fireball 2. Your daily 4, 0774, Fireball 4.
All right, and Cash 5 here, 2, 3, 19, 22, and 29. And Lotto Texas here, 16, 17, 20, 28, 36, and 47. Good luck to everybody here. Oh, and we have one more here. This is the Powerball. We have 11, 19, 21, 29, 52, and the Powerball there, lucky number 17. Good luck to everybody. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Moving day was full of action Saturday for the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. Let's take a look here. We've got a two-man battle for the lead here. Former champ Corey Connors, after a 1 over front 9, recovers by scoring 5 birdies on the back 9, including this one right here. This nice chip on 15, finishing 3 under on the round. Good enough to sit at 11 under overall, but it wasn't quite enough to catch Patrick Rogers, who posted a solid 1 under par. Check out this long putt here on 14 to set up one of 2 birdies on the back 9 and to drop him to 13 under. But unfortunately, a bogey on 18 meant that he heads into the final day with a 1-stroke lead. So Saturday proved to be Rogers' toughest round yet, but he likes where he sits heading into today.
I felt like I drove it really well to put myself in good positions to score. I didn't quite take advantage the way that I had in the previous rounds. A little sloppy with the wedge play, a little sloppy on the greens, but I knew there was a long way to go heading into today, and just proud of being patient and hanging in there and giving myself a nice opportunity tomorrow.
All right, let's check out the leaderboard here real quick. Heading into today's final round, Rogers leads the way at 12 under with Connors right on his heels. Should be a fun day here. First tee is set for noon today. Should be fun out there at the TPC Valero Texas Open. Things wrap up.
Yep.
Been a good time for everyone so far out there.
Time now, 6:21, 68 degrees.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. New this morning, a crash involving a wrong-way driver sends a San Antonio police officer to the hospital.
Alyssa Cole joins us now with the latest. Good morning, Alyssa. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Sarah, RJ. Well, that driver was driving on the wrong way, like you said, and they hit that police officer right at a traffic light. Take a look at the video we're about to show you. Look at your screen. What we know is that driver driving the wrong way had a female passenger in the car. When he was driving the wrong way on the northeast side on Eisenhower Road, he was driving at a very high rate of speed, crashing into that police officer. And we know other vehicles were involved. It led to a multi-vehicle accident. Those 2 other vehicles were hit, but the health status of those people involved in that accident, we do know the male driver himself was taken to a nearby hospital in stable condition. The police officer was in serious condition, and so was that male driver's female passenger. She was also in serious condition. Right now, we don't have any update on their statuses and if they're still in the hospital, but later throughout the day, we will be working to get that information for you and updating you in our later newscast. But for now, reporting downtown San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you very much, Alyssa. Time now is 6:26. Creeping up here in temperature, 68 degrees, and the humidity, something to think about today.
Yes. Still ahead at 6:30, Bexar County got $14 million from Walmart after an opioid lawsuit. We'll look at how the money is being spent for recovery.
All right, this looks like a lot of fun here. The KSAT crew went to the Rim to try out San Antonio's newest virtual reality experience, how it works, and how much it will cost you for a night out. Good Sunday morning, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us on GMSA. It is 6:30 right now, Sunday, April 2nd.
A nice cafecito to start the morning.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got me thinking about breakfast, having a nice little coffee. Yeah.
Right. That's what Sunday's all about.
It is.
Family time, just relaxing time, and Justin time.
Oh, okay. We got Justin in the house with us.
You really set the mood here. I like it. Yeah, so we had a beautiful day yesterday. If you're outside, it was warm, but it was dry. We didn't have the humidity. The humidity is surging back in this morning, so you're going to feel the stickiness today. Temperatures will be about the same, but when you add in that humidity, it just feels so much warmer. 70 at 9 o'clock, 72, 10 a.m. We could see a stray shower or 2 this morning. Really, even through the day, there could be 1 or 2 very light showers, but nothing of great significance. And temperatures will make their way up to around 87 this afternoon. We'll call it mostly cloudy. Should be a pretty nice Sunday afternoon. Right now, we've got cloudy skies. There is some patchy fog in spots. The airport is reporting a little bit of light drizzle. East-southeasterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. Do want to mention that we have a risk for severe weather today, not here, but up to the north, Dallas-Fort Worth. If you have plans to travel up there north up I-35, be aware there could be some stronger storms a little bit later today. And we'll talk more about that coming up here in just a bit. And we'll also talk about our threat to get some good rain here. That's going to come up a little bit later this week, and we'll talk more about that here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you very much, Justin. New this morning, a man behind bars after driving drunk down a street the wrong way.
Alyssa Cole joins us now with the latest. Good morning, Alyssa. We've learned other cars were involved in the crash. Was anyone hurt?
Yes, good morning, RJ, Sarah. That's exactly right. This all happened on the northeast side on Eisenhower Road. Take a look at the video we're about to show you on your screen. We're told a man was driving at a high rate of speed down the wrong way down the street on Eisenhower Road. When he was traveling down the street, he ran straight into a police sergeant sitting at a traffic light. And also, when that man was driving, he had a female passenger in his car. Both of them were hurt. The driver was said to be in a more stable condition, but the female passenger, she was in serious condition when she was taken to the hospital. As far as the police officer that was hurt and injured in this situation, he was also in serious condition, and they were all taken to the same nearby hospital. We do know that that man was intoxicated at the time of the incident, and he has been arrested and he will be charged accordingly. For now, we don't know what the status is of the people involved, but we do know that they have been taken for medical treatment. But for now, reporting downtown San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also new this morning, the frontage road of 1604 near Lock Hill Selma Road was shut down because of a vehicle fire. San Antonio police say it happened just before 10:30 last night. A driver lost control of his truck and slammed into a concrete wall. The truck then caught on fire and it spread fast. However, the driver was able to escape the flames and managed to get away and run off. The truck was completely destroyed, but no injuries were reported.
San Antonio police have arrested a driver on the city's east side after a crash involving an apartment. It happened just after 11 p.m. last night on Gabriel and North Walter Street. That's close to I-35 east of downtown. SAPD says a woman lost control of her vehicle and crashed into an apartment. The apartment's tenants were okay, and the woman was taken into custody under suspicion of DWI.
Meanwhile, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office says an inmate at the jail is dead after a medical episode inside his cell. The man you see right here, 40-year-old Hector Lopez, was found unresponsive by a deputy on Friday and later died at the hospital. Lopez was in the Bexar County Jail since January on a bench warrant from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. At this time, the Bexar County Medical Examiner is still working to determine a cause of death.
A man shot and killed by the owner of a truck he allegedly stole has now been identified as 44-year-old Andrew Herrera. That's according to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. We're also learning Herrera died from a gunshot wound to the head. San Antonio police say the owner of the truck was able to track it down using an Apple AirTag device. The truck was tracked to Southwest Military Drive near Goliad Road and I-37. At some point, the owner confronted Herrera, which led to the shooting. Right now, it's unclear if the shooter will face any charges.
The Bexar County Medical Examiners also has identified a man shot and killed outside a Northwest sports bar, and the suspect who turned himself in is expected to face murder charges. That would be 36-year-old Daniel Reese, who died Thursday morning outside Bonehead Sports Pub on Consul Drive. That's not far from Wurzbach and I-10. San Antonio police say an argument led up to the shooting. The suspect then shot Reese several times before taking off, and Reese died at the scene.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office and Crime Stoppers are hoping the public will have clues leading to the suspect accused of killing a Southwest High School student nearly 2 years ago. 18-year-old Anthony Luna vanished in September 2021. 3 months later, his remains were found by a rancher in West Bexar County. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-7867. You can remain anonymous.
And Bexar County settling a lawsuit here with Walmart for its role in the opioid crisis and ended up with $14 million. And now county commissioners approved a plan to use the money on treatment and prevention. Prevention efforts include training pharmacists to review a patient's prescription history to avoid overprescribing. The county has also spent $1.5 million providing Narcan to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and expanding a women's recovery center called Casa Mia. Brittany Kahn, who stays there, says treatment gave her the support to recover, care for her daughter Isabella, and graduate with an associate's degree this spring.
Be able to feel more comfortable and more confident to be able to do the things I know I can do them. But having this foundation gives me the ability to really be able to do it.
The new Casa Mia building is set to be built next spring and could host up to 40 clients.
Looking ahead as we start a new month, San Antonio Parks and Recreation isn't wasting any time getting ready for the summer. The department is looking for applicants 18 and up to fill positions in its summer youth programs. They're also looking for applicants ages 16 and up to fill lifeguard jobs at city pools. Right now, those looking for jobs, especially high school students, have a lot of options to choose from.
So we have our rec assistants. You're going to run through the activities with the kids. So we have a variety of different activities that they'll do. It could be arts and crafts, sports, fitness, some nature programming. For our pools, we need lifeguards. So, the pools are going to open. We need a ton of folks out there to, save some lives, to just make sure everyone's being safe while they're out the pools.
For applicants who want to be lifeguards, Parks and Rec will be hosting lifeguard clinics that will help with the certification process. If you're interested, you can complete an application at sanantonio.gov. Also looking ahead, the San Antonio Book Festival is 2 weeks away.
Yeah, such a great event there. So United Way SA will be accepting book donations from now until April 20th. San Antonio personalities, athletes, and community leaders are teaming up with the United Way of San Antonio and Bexar County for this year's Read United. There will be a book drive to help share the importance of literacy with other children in our community. Books can be purchased through the United Way's Amazon gift list. You can find that by scanning this QR code right there on your screen.
What an incredible event. That's something that KSAT is really dedicated on, focusing on great community events like this.
Yeah, and showcasing our authors as well. So yeah, just a great time for everyone there. Check out the book festival this year.
Time now, 6:37, 68 degrees outside.
All right, still to come on Good Morning San Antonio. San Antonio FC, you see them right there, hitting the road this weekend to keep their winning streak alive. We've got highlights from the West Coast coming right up.
And up next, KSAT went to the Rim to try out San Antonio's newest virtual reality experience, how it works and how much it could cost you for a night out.
Sounds like a fun assignment there. All right, taking a look at live cam right now. All right, we're getting ready here on our Sunday morning, 6:38, 68 degrees. Justin is standing by with the very latest on your Sunday forecast.
Would you like to be the hero of your own story through an immersive virtual reality experience? Well, stop by the sandbox that just opened up at the Rim. The KSAT crew is going to try it out for you.
So we are a fully immersive virtual reality experience. We have 6 different experiences for you. We have our Deadwood Valley and Deadwood Mansion. Both of those are going to be our zombie hero fighting experiences. You're going to have wrist trackers and feet trackers, so it's going to monitor you in the experience to see where you're going. You will be wearing an HTC Vive 3 headset, and you'll be able to communicate to all of your teammates as well. And you're going to have a haptic feedback vest. So if you're playing like Deadwood Valley, you get to feel when the zombies jump on you, the rats crawl on you, and all of that.
World. Lee, what was your experience?
I didn't save the world. I was just there, screaming, sweating, but it was a great time with great friends.
I loved it. And if you want to have your own hero's journey, you can get information on the sandbox at KSAT.com. Alexis Page, KSAT 12 News.
There was so much to that.
There's
that was amazing. Okay, the screams were Oscar winning for sure.
Yeah, it was.
And Lee just paused and she's let's come back.
My biggest takeaway is that if there ever is a zombie apocalypse, I'm probably not going to be hanging out with Lee and Alexis. JP, you could hang out with me, brother. We could take on the zombies. But Lee and Alexis, JP was all over it. Lee and Alexis were just freaking out there.
And then, there was a lot of chaos elsewhere.
I like that you could see both the reaction and then what they were seeing, which was fun.
Have you guys ever done a VR? I've never done that, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, looks like a lot of fun. A little embarrassing, but
that's awesome. Great job, guys.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we got to talk about the humidity that has kicked in here across South Texas. We've got a lot of humidity starting to pour in. Dew points have jumped up into the 60s. And right now we're sitting at 68 degrees in San Antonio, 66 Stinson, 68 Kelly, 64 at Randolph. And you got light winds here across the board with the cloudy skies now. Look at the high temperatures we've got coming up. 87 today, but 92 Monday, 93 on Tuesday. That's near record warmth. And we get a front coming through Wednesday, and then the numbers are in the low 60s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You're going to like this forecast because not only is it cool, it's also potentially rainy. Rain chances this week. Small rain chances today, Monday, Tuesday, really probably won't add up to much. But as we get into Wednesday, front comes through, we get a chance for some showers and storms, and then behind it, we get some really good chances of, I think, some healthy downpours, and we could pick up some finally some decent rainfall. That's the hope anyway. KSAT 12-hour forecast today, cloudy skies early. We'll get a few breaks in the clouds by the afternoon. 82 at 1 o'clock, 84 by 2 p.m., and then up around 87 by 4 or 5 o'clock. Just a 10% chance of a shower or storm today. So you can pretty much bet on the fact you won't see anything. We can't rule it out, but the chances are very, very low. Here's a look across Texas. We've got some showers working through far east Texas and Louisiana. Around here, there have been a few very light returns, but that's nothing more than just a little bit of drizzle. The big story has been the humidity, right? So that is surged back in just within the last couple of hours. Literally at 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, it was still dry, but the dew points have jumped up into the 60s now, and this moisture lifts north today, and that's going to be a problem because as we get some energy coming in from the west, that's going to create some showers and storms, not here, but across North Texas. Like I said, we could see a shower or two, but it is up here around Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Tyler, where there's going to be a pretty significant severe weather outbreak later today as the dry line moves in from West Texas. So the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted the Metroplex as a place where there could be quite a bit of severe weather this afternoon. On a scale of 1 to 5, about a 3. So if you have family or friends up there, you're traveling up there, know that that's going to be a problem area today. The scattered risk stretches all the way down to Austin, and the isolated risk does include some of our northern counties. So we got to talk about Fredericksburg, Bernie, Blanco, Canyon Lakes, San Marcos. There is a small outside chance that a storm could pop up, and if it does, it could be strong to severe. We'll certainly keep an eye on it. Meteorologist Mia Montgomery will be here this afternoon to watch the radar, and if something does happen, we, of course, will let you know through the KSAT weather app. Now I want to talk long term. So that moves away. That system moves away. Monday and Tuesday, maybe a stray storm or two. But it's not until Wednesday as our next front comes through, and this comes through pre-dawn Wednesday morning. Brings with it a 20% chance of showers and storms. Okay, that's fine. We get a small chance for that. We'll be watching that. But it's behind it where the rain chances really jump up. So Thursday, we get overrunning. It's cool, it's damp, but we've got good rain chances, and that continues right on into Friday. My hope is that we'll get to raise this rain chance even more. Friday probably will be our best opportunity at some good rainfall, and this may even hold over into Saturday. So keep that in mind for your Easter weekend. As we get a little closer to Easter, we'll be able to refine that forecast, but know that especially Friday and Saturday, there will be some rain around. So 92 Monday, as we said, 93 Tuesday. Small chance of storms Tuesday into Wednesday, and then we get the cloudy skies and much, much cooler temperatures Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and no zombie apocalypse in the forecast either. So Lee and Alexis, we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
I could still hear the
It's a
screams.
good thing. I know, yeah. I had to take out my earpiece. I have to get my ears checked now after that there.
Time now 6:48, 68 degrees outside.
All right, and just ahead, the San Antonio Brahmas are back in action this weekend. We'll tell you how the team made history out there in Las Vegas.
And a look outside with TransGuide. So far, so good. This is I-10 at Dominion Drive and 35 North at Loop 410. But traffic is definitely going to pick up. It is Sunday fun day.
Yeah, you mentioned maybe go get yourself a cafecito a little bit later on. Nice little breakfast or brunch. And maybe you want some money to take some people out for brunch here. All right, let's take a look at the lottery here. Pick 3 numbers there, 1172. And then we have our daily 4. That is 0774 and then 4. What's that last ball called?
Fireball.
Fireball. There we go.
And your cash 5, 2, 3, 19, 22, 29. And your lotto text is 16, 17, 20, 28, 36, 47.
All right, and our last one here, Powerball here, 11, 19, 21, 29, 52, and lucky number 17 there. Good luck to everyone out there. Here we go. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. San Antonio FC hit the road this weekend, taking on Monterey Bay FC out there on the West Coast. The Alamo City Club strikes first. Check this out. In the 8th minute, Connor Manoli with a perfect long ball ahead to Nico Hansen behind the defense, and he slots it through the keeper's leg for a 1-0 lead. Yes, we're talking soccer. We got to talk nil. Here, 1-0 lead. Second half now, 85th minute. Zico Bailey rips a shot inside the top left corner. You just saw that right there. Perfect shot gives San Antonio the lead for good, and they end up winning this one 2-1 and have 3 wins in 4 games this season. All right, how are San Antonio Brahmas doing? Let's check them out here. The Brahmas hit the road. They were in Vegas this weekend with a chance to gain some ground in the XFL South, taking on the 1-5 Vegas Vipers. Love that nickname there. And they start fast with Ben Kurt starting at quarterback there in the opening drive. He finds Fred Brown for a 1-yard touchdown. You just saw that. First points of the game, it's 6-0 Brahmas. Second quarter, San Antonio trailing 11-6. How about Brown again? This time on special teams. My man taking this one to the house. 96-yard kickoff return for the only kickoff return of touchdown this year in the XFL. Brahmas go up 12-11, but unfortunately, it's not enough to get the win. They end up giving up the rest of the points of this game. They lose 26-12 and drop to 2-5 on the season. Tough break there for the San Antonio Brahmas, who I believe are returning home for some home games. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. People always interested in what our professional football teams are up to.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? They were in Vegas. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. The positive.
Yeah, there you go. I'll look at the pros here a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Time now 6:54, 68 degrees. Here's what's coming up at 7 on Good Morning America.
Good Sunday morning. Coming up here on Good Morning America, the latest developments ahead of former President Trump's arraignment Tuesday, as the details of his criminal charges remain sealed until his historic court appearance. Plus, what a new poll is saying about the effect this could have on his campaign, with prominent Republicans rallying behind him. Also, new developments. The body of a South Carolina teenager reportedly exhumed. That teen's death linked to the Murdaugh family. The investigation into his death, initially ruled a hit and run, now being reopened and considered a homicide. And finally, March Madness reaches its peak. The national championship is set. We've got all the highlights from the victories overnight and what to look forward to. It's all coming up on GMA. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. The United Way of San Antonio and Bexar County are finding ways to support parents who are looking for higher education and job training by providing scholarships.
Coming up tomorrow on GMSA at 9, I'm speaking with a local mom who says that scholarship has not only helped her, but her family as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that story there, Tiffany. And looking ahead, Fiesta, oh my God, it is approaching fast, and KSAT insiders can win a chance to be a bit of royalty here while riding in the Battle of Flowers parade.
Right now, you can sign up to be an insider and enter the Be a Royal for the Day sweepstakes. On top of receiving royal treatment at the Battle of the Flowers parade, you could win a $1,000 credit to Almost Fiesta and Party Store. To enter, head to ksat.com/insider and register for the free program, then fill out the entry form on our website.
And you can also enter by stopping at one of the next 4 events. Those are running through April 11th. And so the contest ends on April 20th. A winner will be picked at random and announced during Fiesta.
And before we go, we'd like to wish KSAT News Director Mario Orellana a big happy birthday to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look at this guy here. He is a man of the people. Love his beard. Great beard there that Mario's got.
It's a fantastic beard.
He's such a great leader and very adventurous.
Yes. Family man, great leader here at KSAT 12.
Happy birthday, Mario.
Happy birthday.
Today is Palm Sunday, 87 degrees, mostly cloudy today. There could be a stray shower or two, but for the most part, you won't have to worry about rain. 92 tomorrow after some morning fog. 93 Tuesday, some near record heat. Front comes through, brings some small rain chances, but it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that we're watching for the really good rain chances, and that's what we're excited about.
All right, thanks, Justin.
All right, guys, we'll be back here at 8 o'clock, the same squad holding it down. We'll see you here in just a little bit.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging out with us on Good Morning San Antonio. It is 8 o'clock, and yeah, we're getting a little bit of humidity, some changes in the weather. Hanging out with Tiffany and Justin this morning.
Yeah,
glad to be with you guys.
It's been fun filling in. We're going to check in with Justin in just a moment. But first, Pope Francis has been released from the hospital and was presiding over Palm Sunday Mass this morning in St. Peter's Square.
And this was his first ceremony since his 3-day hospitalization for bronchitis. Thousands of people attended Palm Sunday Mass. The Pope seen here wearing a long ivory-colored coat. Just saw that there as he was driven into the square. The Vatican says his voice sounded strong during his opening remarks there of Mass as he read a 15-minute long homily. Palm Sunday marks Jesus' entrance into Jerusalem in the time leading up to his crucifixion, which Christians observe on Good Friday.
And back here at home, we are seeing the weather continue to be a little bit roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue.
Yeah, get prepared. get ready for a bunch of changes here. Have the umbrella ready, maybe. It's also going to get warmer out there. So Justin, we know is following the very latest.
Yes, and if you're heading to church this morning, perhaps you may experience a little bit of mist or drizzle. Shouldn't be a big deal. I don't think you'll necessarily need the umbrella, but know it is going to be very, very humid as you step outside this morning. And we've got the cloudy skies right now. Temperatures are in the upper 60s. Humidity is back in a big way. Record heat. That's a possibility, too, as we head into early next week. That's Tuesday we'll be looking at where temperatures are going to surge into the 90s. It does change. We get a front. And finally, some good rain chances are in our forecast. That's late next week. Thursday and Friday. Those are 2 days we'll be watching very closely for the chance of some good rain. We'd love to see it. 68 right now and cloudy with a little bit of drizzle here and there. East-southeasterly winds at about 3 miles per hour. Dew point is at 64 and on the rise. Here's our KSAT 12-hour forecast. Cloudy through the morning hours and then some breaks in those clouds this afternoon. Partly to mostly cloudy with temperatures up around 87 for a high. And then tonight, falling back down into the 70s, but it'll be a more mild night because of all that humidity that is in place. Do want to mention that there is a pretty decent threat for some severe weather up around Dallas-Fort Worth today, and that threat does extend down into some of our northern counties. So this is an area we'll be watching Fredericksburg over to Blanco a little bit later this evening for a stray storm. If we can get one to develop, it could be strong to severe. More on that in just a bit, and we'll talk about those good rain chances too coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. New this morning, the frontage road of 1604 near Lock Hill Selma Road was shut down because of a vehicle fire. San Antonio police say it happened just before 10:30 last night. A driver lost control of his truck and slammed into a concrete wall. The truck caught on fire and it spread fast. However, the driver was able to escape the flames and ran off. The truck was completely destroyed, but no injuries were reported.
San Antonio police have arrested a driver on the city's east side after a crash involving an apartment. So this happened just after 11 p.m. last night on Gabriel and North Walter Street. That's close to I-35, just east of downtown. San Antonio police say that a woman lost control of her vehicle and crashed into that apartment unit. The people inside the apartment were okay, and the woman was taken into custody under suspicion of DWI.
A San Antonio police officer in the hospital after a drunk driver crashed into him overnight on the northeast side.
And this is where we find KSAT's Alyssa Cole right now. She's going to join us here. Alyssa, what do we know about this so far?
Yes, good morning, Tiffany, RJ. Before we get into the details, there's something that I would like to show you all. We're actually going to take the camera and pan it this way. Take a look. That's the intersection, Eisenhower and Frat Road. This is where the incident happened with the wrong way driver. Now we're going to show you some video of what this looked like last night. Now, according to police, that wrong way driver was a male driver. He was intoxicated and he was traveling at a very high rate of speed on Eisenhower Road. He also had had a female passenger with him, and he suddenly veered into a police unit that was right there at the traffic light that we showed you just a few moments ago. That police unit had a sergeant inside, and he was injured, and he was quickly taken to a nearby hospital. Now, that intoxicated driver and that female passenger in the car, they were also taken to the same nearby hospital. What we've been told is that the male driver, he's in a stable condition. The police officer and the female driver, they were in a serious condition when they were taken to the hospital. We have reached out to San Antonio Police. We're waiting to hear back from them in regards to how the police officer's doing now, how the woman's doing now, and if they've at least checked out the hospital. As soon as we find out those details, we'll be sure to update you in our later newscast and online at KSAT.com. But for now, reporting on the northeast side, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you very much, Alyssa. A man's body was recovered yesterday from Lady Bird Lake in Austin. According to the Austin American-Statesman's, police were called on Friday after a report that a 33-year-old man named Jonathan Honey was missing. After searching the area, police confirmed that Honey's body was the one that was found. Officials say Honey was visiting Austin for a bachelor party before he disappeared. Police are trying to figure out what led to his death.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office and Crime Stoppers are hoping the public will have clues leading to the suspect accused of killing a Southwest high school student nearly 2 years ago. 18-year-old Anthony Luna vanished in September 2021. 3 months later, his remains were found by a rancher in West Bexar County. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-7867. You can remain anonymous.
And new details here. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office has identified a man who was shot and killed outside a Northwest Side sports bar. And the suspect who turned himself in is also expected to face murder charges. 36-year-old Daniel Reese died Thursday morning outside Bonehead Sports Pub on Consul Drive. That's not far from Wurzbach and I-10. San Antonio police say an argument led up to the shooting. The suspect shot Reese several times before taking off, and Reese died at the scene.
Bexar County settled a lawsuit with Walmart for its role in the opioid crisis and ended up with $14 million. Now, county commissioners approved a plan to use the money on treatment and prevention. Prevention efforts include training pharmacists to review a patient's prescription history to avoid overprescribing. The county has also spent $1.5 million providing Narcan to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and expanding a women's recovery center called Casa Mia. Brittany Kahn, who stays there, says treatment gave her the support to recover, care for her daughter Isabella, and graduate with an associate's degree this spring.
To be able to feel more comfortable and more confident to be able to do the things I know I can do them. But having this foundation gives me the ability to really be able to do it.
The new Casa Mia building is set to be built next spring and could host up to 40 clients.
All right, finally, all 3 core members of the Spurs championship runs, yes, we remember those days. We miss those days in the 2000s, will now be in the Hall of Fame. Tony Parker was the last one to get in. He is joining head coach Greg Popovich in the class of 2023. And in many ways, this year's class is emblematic of the Spurs dynasty. Pau Gasol also spent some time with the Spurs. He's getting in as well. So did assistant coach Becky Hammond. Dirk Nowitzki led some epic battles against San Antonio with the Dallas Mavericks. And so too did Dwayne Wade with the Miami Heat. We all remember those amazing finals there. But there's one word that defines Spurs basketball in the Greg Popovich era. That would be teamwork. Tony knows he didn't get to the Hall of Fame alone.
I was very blessed to play in great teams with the Spurs, obviously, with the national team. We won a lot of stuff, and I think is the main reason I'm here today. I think kids of today, they should always remember that we're a team sport. And we should play together. And the way we played basketball with the Spurs, it was always good to great, always trying to find the open guy and play together and care for each other.
And congrats to Tony, Coach Pop, and Becky Hammond there. They're all part of the class of 2023. They will get their jackets on August 11th in Connecticut before holding the enshrinement ceremony the next day in Springfield, Massachusetts. All right, NASA is set to make a big announcement tomorrow about its plan to eventually put humans back on the moon.
ABC's Gio Benitez has more on which group of astronauts will get to travel around it and beyond.
This morning, just over 24 hours away from NASA's big reveal, who will be the first 4 astronauts to return to the moon next year?
2,
1. Boosters in ignition. And liftoff of Artemis 1. After that successful Artemis 1 test mission, sending the Orion capsule around the moon and back, splashdown. NASA is prepping for Artemis 2, which will take 4 astronauts around the moon for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 51 years ago. While we don't know who will be chosen for the mission, decorated NASA astronaut Victor Glover is a fan favorite. And you, my friend, I know you are very excited to potentially be an astronaut going to the moon someday.
Well, you know what? I'm excited that it's just a reality that we're going to send people to the moon, whether it's myself or one of my good friends. Whatever aspect of that mission I get to be a part of, I'm just happy that we are doing it. I get to be a part of the we no matter where I'm sitting.
This mission is expected to make history.
We will have the first woman, we'll have the first person of color that will be on the surface of the moon.
Astronaut Jasmine Mogbelli, also on the list to go to the moon, says the original Apollo missions only explored a small region of the moon.
And you think about going to Earth, if you just went to one spot, you might find very different things in another region. And so this time we're going to the South Pole of the moon.
And what they find there could lead to someday launching from the moon and going deeper into space.
You know, when humans do great things, we call them moonshots. And now our generation has a moonshot. It's a really exciting time.
Very exciting time. Would you go on this mission?
I'm a little afraid of heights, so
Yeah,
probably not
maybe
the best
not.
thing.
I know Justin
But that
would.
seems really exciting, yeah. Oh, Justin's got the height, so he's good there. All right, time now is 8:11, and we're looking at 68 degrees on your Sunday morning.
Shiner Beer Company has opened its first ever barbecue restaurant. We'll tell you all about it and where it is next.
And taking a look outside with live cam, sun maybe starting to show up here just a little bit. We got some changes coming up in the weather, and we just mentioned Justin. He is standing by with the very latest forecast for today and moving ahead for the rest of the week. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, when it comes to beer barbecue, you can't go wrong with that. And now Shiner Beer Company has opened its first ever barbecue restaurant at the Spetzel Brewery. K Spetzel Barbecue Company opened yesterday. Guests can now enjoy brisket alongside with their iconic Texas Shiner Bock brew. The new restaurant will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And there's a variety of meats and cuts, including brisket, ribs, pulled pork, sausage. I'm just getting hungry now. The pitmaster working there is said to have more than 20 years of experience. Love a good pitmaster who could really kind of barbecue it up there.
Is it too early for barbecue? I don't think so.
Never too early.
Never is.
Someone's doing some barbecuing probably somewhere out there, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, take a picture, send it to us. That'd be awesome.
Today a good day to barbecue?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a little cloudy, but every day is a good day to barbecue.
Yeah.
We do have some rain in the forecast, and that's the exciting part. It's probably going to hold off until later next week, but it is there. You notice that we do have a little bit of drizzle coming down at the airport, too. 68. But this is not heavy. This is light stuff, and if you're seeing any drizzle at all, it's going to be kind of spotty around the area. But we do want to let you know it's a possibility this morning as moisture has surged back in. Dew points at 64. This is a big rise from where dew points were yesterday, even earlier this morning. So we know this number is rising, and it will be sticky all day long. Forecast temperatures up around 87 or so later today, with 90 in Castroville, 90 in Somerset, 83 Fair Oaks Ranch, 85 in New Braunfels. So it is going to be a warm afternoon for sure. Here is the setup. We've got a warm front sitting just to our north, and moisture is again surging north with this warm front. So humidity will be there today, and we could see a shower or two. That's a possibility, but anything we see today is going to be very, very light. As this continues to push north, chances of a few showers here and there. And then by the afternoon, as the dry line comes in from West Texas, we'll see some big time storms, I think up around Dallas, Fort Worth, and as far south as Waco over to Tyler. So this is an area that likely will be looking at widespread severe weather later today. And there could be a storm or two further south into the hill country, but the chances of seeing a storm here locally, not great. They're on the low end. Here's the risk from the Storm Prediction Center, and you can see where the darker red is there. That represents the best or highest risk, I should say, for severe weather. Large hail is going to be a big problem up there, I think. But this does extend further south into the hill country, as I said, just isolated. Blanco, Fredericksburg, Bernie over to Canyon Lake. If something can get going, there is a risk it could be strong to severe. We'll keep an eye on it. San Antonio, I think, is pretty much safe from any sort of storms this afternoon. But Mia Montgomery will watch the radar very closely for you later this afternoon, and if something does pop up, we'll let you know. Right now, 10% chance of rain. That goes for Monday and Tuesday, too. Dry line will be around both days, so there's the opportunity for a stray storm to pop up. But it's Wednesday when we see our next chance for some showers and storms as a front comes in, and this is early in the day on Wednesday. And once that moves through, it becomes cooler, and then we bring the rain chances up Thursday, Friday. Some good chances for rain as we get some overrunning behind the front. And that's the exciting news as we get into later next week. So the extended forecast here, 92 Monday, 93 Tuesday. We'll get some morning fog on Monday, and then near record highs on Tuesday. The record is 93. I think we're going to be awful close. 20% chance of storms as the front comes through, and this is pre-dawn Wednesday, and then it cools down some. 79 on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Look at those highs. 60s, that's it. 63 Thursday, 61 on Friday. Not only that, we have a 60% chance of showers and storms, and there could be some good rain involved there. This may even hold over into Saturday. We're going to have to wait and see what Easter weekend, how it kind of shapes up, but stay tuned because there could be some rain over the weekend too. Good news here is this has been a long time coming. It has been a long time since we've been able to put a 60% chance of rain in the forecast. We're excited about that, but be prepared for the heat next few days. Monday and Tuesday are going to be toasty, hot, and humid.
Oof. All right, thanks, Justin.
It's got to get past Monday, Tuesday.
We can do it.
Get that front come in back.
Time now, 8:19, 68 degrees. And it's National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Coming up, what Skippy is doing to celebrate.
Justin's a peanut butter kind of guy. All right, and next, a new study reveals some unsettling news for those who like to drink alcohol daily. We'll talk about that in just a little bit.
But first, let's take a look at your lotto numbers. Your pick 3, 117, Fireball 2. Your daily 4, 0774, Fireball 4.
And we're looking at our cash 5. That is 2, 3, 19, 22, and 29. And then Texas Lotto there, 16, 17, 20, 28, 36, and 47.
And your Powerball, 11, 19, 21, 29, 52, and the lucky number, 17.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Unsettling news this morning for those who enjoy drinking alcohol. A new study found that drinking moderate amounts of alcohol every day does not, as once thought, protect against death from heart disease.
And it also does not contribute to a longer life. The study published Friday in JAMA Network Open examined existing research on the health and drinking habits of nearly 5 million people. It found that even drinking relatively low levels of alcohol increased the risk of death.
That's less than 1 ounce a day for women and about 1.5 ounces a day for men. It's one of the largest studies to debunk the widely held belief that moderate drinking of wine or other alcoholic beverages is good for you. All right, we just went down a deep dive here when it comes to peanut butter and jelly, figuring out our favorite flavors here. And the reason we're talking about peanut butter jelly is because today is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day.
Peanut butter jelly day.
There we
go. Now, there's no better combination than a creamy or crunchy peanut butter with some grape or strawberry jelly mixed in.
The first known recipe for a PB&J sandwich was in a Boston Cooking magazine. This was all the way back in 1901. It's been around for a while there. So in honor of the day, Skippy is offering the perfect PB&J making utensil.
Yeah, the PB&J X Pro features 2 separate knives, so you don't mix your peanut butter and jelly. There's also a spoon, a custom stamp to engrave your sandwich, and a wheel to remove crust, a mirror, speaker, and a flashlight. And to find out more, you can visit Skippy's social media pages. This is incredible.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about peanut butter sandwiches. Crust, no crust.
Crust and strawberry jelly for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crunchy peanut butter?
I like the smooth one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. How about you?
Yeah. Crust.
Okay.
Strawberry.
Okay. Crunchy?
crunchy.
Oh, okay.
We could go on and on about this.
Yeah, we could talk about this all day. In fact, one of our editors has a blanket on her chair, Valerie Gomez, that says, peanut butter and jelly, let's stick together.
Oh, I love that. That's cute.
Yeah. All right, time now is 8:26, and we're looking now at 69 degrees on your Sunday. Still ahead, why has NATO officially banned staffers from downloading TikTok? We'll talk about that right after the break. Good morning. It is now 8:30. Thanks for hanging out with us on GMSA.
I bet you some people are getting their cafecito ready to start their Sunday morning. And it was a good day yesterday. It was nice outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe hit up the panaderia, bakery. Yeah, now you're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, we're getting hungry out here. So speaking of outside, Justin Horn's been following the very latest with our weather. Justin, what are things looking like today?
Humid.
Oh.
Yesterday, bearer of bad news. Yesterday was so incredibly nice. We had the lower humidity, and now the humidity is pushed back in this morning. It is very, very sticky out there. We've also got to talk about oak palm, man. We're starting this off with a negative note. I'm sorry for that. I should have planned this better. Okay, oak is in the very high category. This was yesterday's count, 15,380. We'll get the new count in here soon, and we'll pass it along. But I would bet that number is going to be pretty close to where it was yesterday. So we're in the thick of oak season. We've had higher numbers in the past, so if you want to look at a positive, there's that. But yes, the numbers will probably be fairly high next few days. Molds, mulberry, and pecan were all there, but they've stayed low. So our KSAT 12-hour forecast, cloudy this morning. We'll see some breaks in the clouds this afternoon. Temperatures up around 87 or so. Can't rule out a shower, maybe a stray storm this evening too, generally north of San Antonio. But really the main takeaway here is it's going to be warm and it's going to be humid. What about for the golfers out there, Valero, Texas Open, or perhaps you're going to go watch? Grab some sunscreen just in case if the sun does pop out later today, which it should. 87 today. Breezy, southerly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Should be a good final round there at the Valero, Texas Open. As we look at the extended forecast, there are some changes, some good changes in the forecast, some good rain chances too. We'll take another look at that here in just a couple of minutes, guys.
Thank you very much, Justin. Meanwhile, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office says an inmate at the jail is dead after a medical episode inside his cell. The man that you're going to see here, 40-year-old Hector Lopez, was found unresponsive by a deputy on Friday and later died at the hospital. Lopez was in the Bexar County Jail since January on a bench warrant from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. At this time, the Bexar County Medical Examiner is still working to determine a cause of death.
A man shot and killed by the owner of a truck he allegedly stole has now been identified as 44-year-old Andrew Herrera. That's according to the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. We're also learning Herrera died from a gunshot wound to the head. San Antonio police say the owner of the truck was able to track it down using an Apple AirTag device. The truck was tracked to Southwest Military Drive near Goliad Road and I-37. At some point, the owner confronted Herrera, which led to the shooting. Right now, it's unclear if the shooter will face any charges.
In your morning headlines, NATO has officially banned staffers from downloading TikTok on NATO-issued devices. According to officials, this is mostly a formality. The social media app isn't really usable on NATO devices because of internal tech restrictions. NATO is the latest governmental body to ban TikTok over concerns that China could access users' data through the Chinese parent company called ByteDance.
Millions of Americans are expected to lose their Medicaid coverage in the coming months. Congress's restriction on keeping states from shrinking their Medicaid rolls since the pandemic began has ended. A handful of states reportedly will move quickly to eliminate benefits for people they determine are ineligible for Medicaid. Those states include Arizona, Arkansas, Idaho, New Hampshire, and South Dakota. Another 14 states are expected to trim the rolls in May. A San Antonio police officer in the hospital after a drunk driver crashed into him overnight on the northeast side.
And that's where we find KSAT's Alyssa Cole, who joins us right now. Alyssa, what do we know about this crash so far?
Yeah, well, we know, according to police, this happened just before or just around 1 a.m. this morning. An intoxicated man was speeding down Eisenhower Road just near Frat Row here. We'll show you this intersection. A lot of you are probably familiar with it. Take a look. This is the northeast side. We're told that man veered into the wrong side of the road and crashed into a San Antonio police vehicle at a traffic light. The sergeant inside the vehicle was badly injured and taken to a nearby hospital. The intoxicated driver wasn't in the car alone. He had a female passenger with him, and she was also hurt pretty badly. And the driver, she and the driver were both taken to the same nearby hospital as the police officer. The intoxicated driver also ran into 2 other vehicles, either before or after running into the police officer. Now, we're told the female passenger and the officer were in serious condition, and we're told the man who was intoxicated is going to be okay. He was charged with 2 assaults of intoxication, assault, and he has been booked with the jail. But for now, reporting on the northeast side, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Switching gears a little bit here. Hollywood celebrities, filmmakers, artists, and musicians, of course, all flooded the Lone Star State for South by Southwest. And the team from SA Live hit the road to catch a few red carpet premieres.
They chatted with Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul, and others from the cast and crew of a new TV show, Lucky Hank. Take a look.
Professor, you barely said anything in an hour and a half.
You're here. The fact that you're here means you showed very little promise. Did that sound harsh? I'll smile through the rest of this. You are here at Railton College, mediocrity's capital.
So where'd you guys get the inspiration for the story? How did you come up with it?
Well, this is based on a book from Richard Russo from the late 90s called Straight Man. So Lucky Hank is based on Straight Man, about a college professor who is kind of going through a transition in his life and working his way through it.
If this does well, are you guys expecting to kind of extend it to more seasons, or is it just a one and done, this is the story wrapped up kind of thing?
No, this is a hope for a series, the ongoing series, yeah.
Did you guys, as far as the book being based on the book, did you come up with a little more ridiculous scenarios to put Bob in, or did you just kind of, I don't know, just stick to the book?
I don't know. There's some pretty ridiculous scenarios in the book. It's one of the fun things about the book. It's a mix of some, at times, real hilarious slapstick humor, but mostly underneath all that is a much more grounded character study. And what's fun is to be able to kind of show a college professor in that light, to also be able to be a silly kind of guy. I think it's very relatable.
So you're the wife in the show. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, what her role in the show is?
Yeah. What Aaron and Paul said to me when I signed on for this was, it's very, very, very important to us that she's not just the wife in the show, which of course makes all the difference. And I knew I wanted to be in it no matter what, because their writing is so incredible and articulate, and Bob Odenkirk obviously is incredible. But I was so thrilled to hear that, because you just read the pilot, you don't know exactly where it's going, and their commitment to her journey as her own individual person, who, the show is about Hank and his midlife crisis, but it's just as much about Lily, in the midst of his crisis, trying to reframe and being and what about me and my journey, and how does that fit in? And so you really watch these two people trying to sort it out.
Does she have a job in the show?
Yeah, she's a vice principal at the local high school in this tiny town where they live.
Gotcha. Had you read the book before you?
I had not. I read the book this Lucky Hank is based on is called Straight Man. It's from Richard Russo. It was written in 1997. I had not read it until I read the pilot.
Were there any professors there that you kind of drew inspiration from for this character?
I would say not from there, although I had some great professors there. I had a young philosophy professor guy who was really intense, and I thought he was cool. And then there was this old, I guess, I didn't think about him much, but now that you bring him up, kind of crabby guy who lived with his mom, and an old dude. But no, I think that I drew really from myself and my own life to play Hank Devereaux in this show.
So you feel like you've been typecast as the crabby guy? You usually play kind of the thinker, the stern guy?
I think, I don't think I've been typecast. I think this is pretty far different from Saul. I guess one of the things people maybe count on me for is to play a certain kind of internal turmoil that can do or have within me. But I think that sort of carries through the movie Nobody, Better Call Saul, Lucky Hank, all those. I play a man who's got a lot of feelings inside it maybe he hasn't dealt with.
Ow! Let go of the notebook!
It has original work in it.
Not if it's yours.
Now, SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. right here on KSAT 12. A new episode of Lucky Hank airs tonight on AMC. You can watch this interview again on SALive.com. Just scan the QR code on your screen.
All right, yeah, South by Southwest, I was there for a couple of those movie premieres. It's a scene over there. It's just people from all over the world and stuff, but yeah, definitely a lot of fun.
A lot of exciting projects.
Yeah, music, film, TV, a lot of different stuff there. Yeah, we have all of that stuff that we covered there on our website as well. So time now on your Sunday morning is 8:40, and we're looking at 69 degrees out there.
The health department shut down a Northwest Side Indian restaurant following an inspection last month. The violations that got their food permit pulled and what the owner had to say when Tim Gerber showed us this week.
And we're taking you outside with a look at live cam. Okay, things still look a little bit cloudy out there. I'm talking to Justin about some big changes coming up here throughout the week here. Justin's hanging out with us this morning. See him over there in the weather lab. He'll have the very latest coming up. Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Roaches and dirty conditions inside a Northwest Side Indian restaurant give health inspectors no option but to close them down last month.
KSAT 12's Tim Gerber dropped by this week to see if they've cleaned up the mess behind their kitchen door.
Dosa City, located in the 9900 block of Fredericksburg Road, was shut down following their February 13th health inspection. Moldy foods in a cooler were condemned and discarded. Household pesticides were found in the kitchen, and so were live and dead roaches. Some foods in a cooler were being stored in T-shirt and grocery bags. Raw chicken was stored above ready-to-eat food in a cooler, while several coolers were soiled and needed to be cleaned. So was the stovetop in several areas under and behind equipment. The inspector gave them a score of 77. He also suspended their food permit and forced them to close until all the violations were corrected. Hello. The business was back up and running when I stopped by this week.
Is there anybody that's like the manager that's here? No, sir. They will come after 12:30.
While this worker couldn't answer any questions, the owner arrived as we were leaving.
Why did you guys get shut down?
Yeah, the kitchen cleaning.
Okay, it wasn't clean enough for the inspector?
Yeah.
He says he was out of the country when the inspector came, blaming his employees for letting conditions get out of hand. He says they were only closed about a week while the business was cleaned and pest control services were hired to deal with the roaches.
After the inspector coming, he check everything. Okay, perfect. You open.
Metro Health records show the business wasn't re-inspected until March 2nd, 17 days after the shutdown order. They were given the green light to reopen once a reinstatement fee was paid and dead insects were removed. One more problem we spotted: the business was displaying an outdated report card with a much higher score, something the owner hopes to earn again next time around.
In fact, saying after 3 months, I'm coming, I give you the good number.
Okay, well, you should put the current one up.
Yeah.
So people know.
Yes.
We'll be watching to see what happens behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
All right, so we're just looking at Justin. He is very tall. Are you having to bend down a little bit, Justin?
No, not much. Not much.
Just to get in the shot here, I need to get on my tippy toes.
Yeah, tall people problems.
Tall people problems. But you get a good vantage point of the weather.
It's true. The weather up here is
What's
great.
What's it like up there?
It's fantastic. Never get asked that question ever. It is cloudy out there right now. 69 degrees at the airport, and it's Stinson and Kelly too. 66 in Randolph. We've got a little bit of a southeasterly wind. Boy, what a change. Yesterday it was dry. Humidity levels were low. Now it is sticky, now it is humid, and that humidity came back very, very quickly. Here's a look at the high temperatures that we have ahead. There's going to be a lot of changes, so stick with me here. We got 92 coming up tomorrow, 93 on Tuesday, which could be record challenging. We dropped to 79 on Wednesday. Look at the highs Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got 60s in the forecast. So we go from shorts and t-shirts back to maybe some jackets Thursday and Friday. But the reason temperatures will be as cool as they are is because of rain chances. We've got good opportunities for rain coming up Thursday and Friday. Boy, it's been so long since we've been able to say that. So encouraging. As we get a little bit closer, perhaps we can bring these rain chances up. But at last look, the computer models still on track, showing us that we'll have some widespread rain coming up Thursday and Friday, which is exactly what we need. It has been so long. In the meantime, we do have some small rain chances today, Monday, Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday. Next few days, it's very small. It'll be a stray or isolated storm. Wednesday may be a little bit better with a frontal boundary. Forecast for today, we'll call it cloudy this morning. Small chance of a shower, maybe some drizzle. Sun pops out this afternoon. We're up around 87 for a high, but it will be humid. And we'll watch for a thunderstorm or two north of San Antonio this evening. Into the mid 80s by 7 o'clock and down to 83 by 8 p.m. Here's the big picture. And you'll notice we've got showers across Louisiana, but really not much going on across the state of Texas. That includes here locally. Just some clouds. The radar is really not giving us anything. There could be some drizzle. Drizzle doesn't necessarily show up on radar, so there could be a little bit of that out there this morning, but nothing that's going to impact your morning plans. All this moisture coming in on a warm front, and so it does show a couple of isolated showers around midday today. Even going into the afternoon, the possibility, but it's this afternoon around 5 o'clock when storms explode over North Texas. Not here, but up around Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Tyler. These are areas that are going to be under the gun later this afternoon with these storms as a dry line comes in from the west. There is a fairly high risk of severe weather on a scale of 1 to 5, about a 3 across the Metroplex. And then this does extend south, so Waco and Austin in the more scattered region, and then our far northern counties within the isolated risk, meaning it's low end. But if we do get a storm to develop, it could quickly become strong to severe. It's just the chances of that happening, a storm actually developing, are pretty low. We'll keep an eye on it. If it does, we will certainly let you know. So as we look down the line, that storm system quickly pushes east. We could have an isolated storm or two Monday, Tuesday with the dry line, although it's not likely. 20% chance of rain Wednesday as our front comes through, and that's going to be probably pre-dawn on Wednesday. A line that quickly passes by, and most of Wednesday will be quiet. But Thursday, we get energy moving back in. Front is to our south, we get some overrunning. And so both Thursday and Friday, good chances of rain, as we said, and it looks fairly widespread. Could be some good rainfall totals too involved with that, which would be fantastic. So as we said, 92 Monday, 93 on Tuesday. There's our front. Does cool us down some on Wednesday. Wednesday will be a bit breezy. And then you see the numbers and the rain chances there going into next weekend. Easter weekend, we'll have to wait and see as we get a little bit closer to see if that rain does stick around into Sunday.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, 87, not bad if you're celebrating a birthday today.
True.
Right. Before we head to break, we want to wish our incredible news leader, Mario Orellana, a big happy birthday to you.
Yes, one of the best beards in the news business there. Mario has actually been, I call him Mr. KSAT. He's been at KSAT since 1995. He started as a sports intern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's the big boss.
He is the big boss.
We hope you have
Happy
an
birthday,
amazing
Mario.
day.
We'll be right back.
All right, one last look at the forecast here. We're in the upper 60s. We'll be close to 87 later today, mostly cloudy. And then warm next couple days, Monday and Tuesday, some near record highs on Tuesday. And then temperatures come back down on Wednesday with a frontal boundary. Small chances of some storms with the front. And there's good rain chances Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's a lot to look at there. Very exciting that the rain is back, or at least potentially coming back late next week. But get ready for some heat next couple days.
All right, sunscreen, H2O, umbrella, jacket.
All that fun stuff.
All the
Everything.
above. Yeah, another roller coaster week ahead. So it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys.
Yes.
It has been.
Now we usually get Max and the Sarahs here, so but this has been a good time.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll have
do
to
it
get
again.
Sarah Costa to report back to us about the T-Swift concert.
Yeah, that's right. She's
Lots
a
of
Swiftie.
Stories
She's a
there.
Swiftie.
I'm sure there will be.
And Max will probably talk about being in San Francisco, even though maybe no one asked him.
Yeah. Some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
thanks for joining us on this beautiful Sunday.
You guys have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend here. Thanks for hanging out with us on Good Morning San Antonio.